Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So I thought I would go ahead and just do another quick little video for you guys. It's later in the evening, so just thought I'd do this. Recently, my friend on here named Bree, she did a recent tag and it was called, her channel's Purple Pink Red. I will link it in the description down below. She did a recent tag video and it's called Combined Palette Tag. It was created by Laura from Gold Star Walk. I will also link her channel down below as well. I follow both of them. They're great. They have awesome videos. If you haven't checked them out or don't know who they are, definitely check them out. And so I thought I would just give this a try and see what I come up with. I haven't done a makeup collection yet, which I am wanting to do for you guys here soon. So yeah, I just thought this would be a fun tag to join on in, and she said in the video, anyone else that wants to try the tag, just to go ahead and give it a shot. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have the questions here. There is 8 questions that you use in this tag, and I will go through each one of them as we go along. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is, what was your first eyeshadow palette? So my first eyeshadow palette would have been this one here that I still have and own. I actually got this with another one at the same time, but I gave it to a friend of mine. But these basically are the two. This is the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette. This is one that came in that bulky cardboard box. Do you remember these? I mean, this is so old and I just have not wanted to get rid of it. It looks like this. You could see I've hit pan on a ton of shadows. Mostly the darker ones, but I mean, I've pretty much come close. I want to try to use this up. I know it's so old. It's probably so expired, but every time I still use it, it doesn't irritate my eyes or anything like that. So this is my oldest palette. It does still have the little brush with the little drawer down here. Yeah, so that is my oldest palette that I have. I can't even tell you when I purchased it because it's been forever ago. Number 2, which palette do you use the most? So if we're speaking recently, like in the last couple months, I would have to say that it's this Profusion Smoky palette. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times. I've done several looks. I've done palette bingos with this. I just absolutely love this palette. It's so, so beautiful. Beautiful array of colors. The quality's great. The shadow pans are huge, and this palette was only $5. And as I stated to you guys, this was a recommendation from Emily Noel 83, and I've just been reaching for this palette so much. It just has beautiful, beautiful shades, and so yeah, that's the one that I've been reaching for a lot lately. Question number 3. If you had to get rid of one palette right now, which one would it be and why? So if I had to get rid of a palette right now, it would definitely be from Melissa Michelle. It's the collaboration that she did with Ulta. It's the Bling on Glam palette. It's saying that it retailed for $9.99 right there. But when I worked at Ulta, I got this for roughly about $6 with my discount. This is what it looks like. I'm going to try to do that without dropping anything. So it's very pretty to look at. It's super bulky. It's kind of in that cardboard packaging that I showed you that Too Faced palette was in. Just, you know, looks like that. Though I bought it for so inexpensive, I still kind of, you know, regret purchasing it. It did come with a glitter liquid liner, which I did try once. It was okay. It wasn't the best. Has this little brush which is supposed to be used for these pressed glitters over here on the side. Overall, it's a beautiful palette. The pigmentation's not that great. The payoff doesn't come off very well with these pigment, pressed pigments on the side. So, I mean, you can definitely, I did do a look with this before, and I did get, you know, a decent look, but it's not the best. So yeah, this would be the palette that I regret buying. It does have 5 matte eyeshadows, 2 shimmer eyeshadows, 2 metallic, 3 creamy glitter eyeshadows, 1 creamy glitter foam tip applicator, and a liner. And if you guys are not aware of Melissa Michelle, that's her right there. She is a YouTuber, pretty big YouTuber. But I mean, it's overall, it's beautiful, but it's just not the best quality. You definitely have to work super hard just to get a very nice look. Okay, so question number 4. Do you have a deep emotional connection with any of your palettes? Which one and why? So yeah, I'm going to go back to this one here, this Too Faced right here. And that's because my dad gave me this for my birthday one year, and that was so long ago, like I said, and since then my dad has passed. So yeah, even if I finish this palette, which I doubt I will always keep it, just for that sentimental reason that he bought it for me. He knew nothing about makeup, and he asked me what I wanted for my birthday or maybe Christmas one year. And I said, yeah, there's a palette I seen that at Dillard's that I wanted. And he went out and he got it for me. And so yeah, that's the connection I have. So I probably won't ever get rid of this palette here. Let's see, question number 5. Which palette was the biggest waste of your money for you? So I would have to say the biggest would be this one here from Makeup Revolution. I'm trying to do it without glaring you guys in the face. So this is a Foil Frenzy Fusion Intensely Pigmented Foil Shadow palette. And I mean, they're beautiful colors. They're decent sizes. Maybe I just don't know how to use it, which maybe I need to play with it a little bit more. But definitely the one that I regret the most, because I have tried to play in them and they're just not the best quality. They're a little drying. So yeah, it wasn't very expensive. I know less than $10, but still, I've had it now for several months and I haven't found myself trying to reach for it. And when I first initially saw it, I was super excited when it first came out, and I was like, man, that would be so beautiful just to put on the lids and go without having to do so much work, and it has an array of colors. But yeah, it just hasn't performed up to my expectations. Maybe I need to look into it more and just maybe try it different ways, but that's the one that I would probably get rid of. I'm sorry, that was the biggest waste of money for me, even though it was less than $10. Number 6, which palette was the biggest surprise to you? Example, one that you ended up loving more than you expected. Okay, so I actually have 2 of those. So this first one is the NYX Perfect Filter eyeshadow palette. This is in Olive You. Oh, there we go. And I used this in a recent look that I did, and guys, I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of these shadows. They went on so buttery. They feel so soft. They looked really pretty on the eyes. I didn't have a ton of fallout. I didn't have to build it up so much. It just really surprised me, and I actually got this when I worked at Ulta again on sale. They had put these filter ones on sale, and I thought, they had this one and the one that was like resembled the Modern Renaissance palette, and I thought, if I'm going to give one a try, let me get something that I don't have colors of, and this is the one that I chose. I don't have a ton of greens in my collection. At the time I didn't, and I want to say I paid about $3 or something for this, so I got a really, really good deal, and I hadn't played in it or anything, but it pleasantly surprised me, so I'm really happy about that one. And one more that I have is this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette in the Ring the Alarm. I used this in a palette bingo not too long ago that I did with Brie from purple, pink, red. Beautiful colors. The quality of these shadows and the performance of these shadows definitely impressed me big time. I did get this as a gratis at my previous job, and I had always wanted to try them, but I never could come around to doing it. And so when I got this, it took me a while, but this is another one that I was definitely super impressed with and would have purchased had I known that it was such great quality. Let's see. Number 7. Do you have a palette you never reach for and why? So yes, it is this one here. From the Tarte, it is Tarte and Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen collection. I'm sure you guys all know who Graveyard Girl is. I think she goes by Bunny, or her name is Bunny. But yeah, I mean, it's an absolute beautiful product, palette. It has all of the shadows, and it has a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. Honestly, it smells great. I was super excited when this came out. It's a beautiful array of colors, but if I'm 100% honest, this bronzer here is way too red toned for me. I mean, it looks super muddy on my skin, and with her being so super fair, I would not have expected this type of bronzer or blush. The highlighter, yes, it's not a bad highlighter, it's kind of chunky, but these two pleasantly surprised me. Pigmentation's great, but with her fair-skinned, being fair-skinned, and also myself being fair-skinned, I wouldn't have chosen those two. It looks very red, very muddy. I've tried to go in very lightly with that. The shadows are just okay. They're not the very best. I think the fact that I have said so many times that Tarte is one of my favorite brands, and because I like Graveyard Girl, I wanted to get this and support her. Overall, the colors are nice, but the pigmentation, the quality is not their best. So yeah, this is the one that I reach for the least, unfortunately. Last question. Do you have any palettes where you love all the shades? Yes. There are a couple of them that definitely one of them is this Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I purchased this because of the color combination. And I absolutely love every single color in there. Even this dark color here, Drama, it's like a purpley, glittery color. It's so pretty. You could see that I have used it. I've pretty much used every color in this palette, honestly. I absolutely love it. So yeah, this is one palette that I love all of the shades in. And another palette that I absolutely love all the shades is the Sultry palette. Honestly, any of the Anastasias, I love all of them. But I want to say these are going to be my two favorites. I mean, look at this. Those are probably my two absolute favorites. I have a ton more that I love all the shades in them. Like I said, I love this one. The Morphe palette, all of the shades. The one from Jaclyn Hill, I like all the shades in that. I love all of the shades in this Profusion Smoky palette. I've told you guys that so many times. I think it's just a great colorful, a great, color display. So yeah, there's a lot that I could put into that, but I'm going to be doing a collective makeup collection video here soon. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that because it is in my room, and I just want to be able to show that stuff to you and kind of how I set it up. But yeah, so I did enjoy doing this tag for you guys, and if any of you guys also want to try the tag, let me know that you are going to be doing the tag, or if you did, in the comments. I'd love to go check out your video and see what your answers were. But yeah, thanks Bree for sharing this tag, and thank you guys. I will leave their channels down in the description below. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this tag, or maybe if you heard one of the questions, if you want to put down in there, maybe just share what your absolute favorite palette you're loving at this current time. This is going to complete this video for now, and until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye guys.